They betrayed you and thought they won. Karma just backfired hard. This snake who once walked with you, who pretended to be your friend, this snake thought things would have worked out for them when they betrayed you, when they did you wrong. But look what happened. It backfired on them. It worked against them. Now they regret. Now they're in tears. Now they realize the big mistake they made when they betrayed somebody like you who was so good to them, who gave so much to them, who was there for them 100%. Back then, they acted as if they appreciated you, they loved you, they valued you. And all of a sudden, when they didn't get what they wanted, when they realized that they couldn't control you, they chose to betray you. They joined the enemy. They joined people who had targeted them before. My goodness, not very wise. The way they did this, the people they joined are not even for them. The people they joined are only using them. They thought they would have won, but they lost big time. They didn't realize that things would have worked out for you, that everything would have worked out in your favor. They thought it was over for you, so they left you and started to work against you. They joined the same people who had targeted you and them before because they were part of your team before. They were there eating and drinking with you before. And like Bob Marley said, your worst enemy could be your best friend, and your best friend, your worst enemy. This frenemy of yours went against you full force, thinking that everything would have worked out for them, that they had won big. The Judas they are, Judas Iscariot, they will sell their souls if they have to, and so they did. They will do things that are not totally in keeping with their beliefs just because of what they're getting, just because of a so-called opportunity, just because of money, just because of some power. A lot of people will do anything just because of fame, just because they're now on people's radar for some attention, thinking that it will give them some upward social mobility. They will betray you like Judas betrayed Jesus, and so they did, for 30 pieces of silver. It's all about them. It's all about what's in it for them. Zero loyalty whatsoever. Somebody who was walking with you has no integrity whatsoever. And look what they did. On one hand, they knew that what they did was foolish. On one hand, a voice was telling them, don't do it. They were feeling uncomfortable. They were in their bed at night thinking about it non-stop. Oh my goodness, they were going back and forth. Should I do this or should I not? Should I betray you? Should they betray you watching me here? You listening to my voice? They knew that they shouldn't. And very often when we're going back and forth, there's a lesson to be learned from this. It means that something is wrong somewhere. And they still did it. They didn't listen to the voice of God. They didn't listen to the voice of reason. They didn't listen to that right voice that told them, do not do it. They didn't listen to spirit. Do not do it. Do not be a snake. Do not be a snake. And do you know what? Now their new name is snake. Look how they're paying the price. They now have a new name that nobody gave to them when they were a baby. They now have a new name, and that new name is snake. Everybody sees through them. Everybody realized that they cannot be trusted. Somebody betrayed you and ruined their reputation. Somebody betrayed you and now they cannot be trusted. Their own people cannot trust them. Their family cannot trust them. Their relatives, their friends cannot trust them because they are not loyal, because they have no integrity, because they are opportunists, because they are false pretenders, because they are fake, because they are frenemies, because they are demons in disguise. Oh my goodness. Look what they did. Thinking they'd win. Thinking it would have worked out for them. Thinking they'd be on the winning side. They didn't care. Because they're getting what they want. They didn't care. To hell with you. They're getting what they want. Just like Judas, like we've seen. Are you with me, advancing man? Are you with me? Give the video a thumbs up. Am I speaking to somebody? And many of you have been there. Many of you are going through this betrayal even now. And for many of you, it's prophetic. It's a future event. No one gets away. No debt in the universe goes unpaid. Nobody gets away. Nobody can do things with impunity. Will the law of physics pause to accommodate you? Talk to me. Will the law of physics take a break for a moment to accommodate me? If you don't obey the law of physics, if you're driving a car and you don't abide by the laws, will the law take a break? That is it for you. You're out of here if you do the wrong thing. You can pray from now until eternity. If you really had faith, you wouldn't try to break that law of physics. Because if I take an object and I release it, down it goes. Gravity, the law of gravity. So why will the laws, the spiritual laws, take a break to accommodate me or you or them, those who have betrayed you? The law of reciprocity, law of karma, law of sowing and reaping, call it whatever you want, the law of the harvest. It's harvest time. They thought they would have been able to hurt you with impunity, but there is a price to pay. There is a price to pay. No debt in the universe goes unpaid. They shouldn't have done what they did. You were there walking with this person, helping them, being good to them, giving to them. And as soon as something didn't go their way, They were out talking to the very people who are trying to bring you down. They are there in bed with your enemy. They are there sharing things that are not supposed to be shared. Certain things the two of you shared in private. They are there betraying you, and it will just be nothing is going to happen. They will do this with impunity. That is how it's going to be. And they will win this big prize. And everything will work in their favor, and they'll be there smiling. And no. What they thought would have happened didn't happen. And now they're suffering. And now they're regretting. Backfire. Somebody type backfire in the comments. Backfire. And give me that fire emoji. Look for it. Fire emoji. Backfire. They were wrong when they did what they did to you. And now it's working against them. They thought things would have worked out for them. But lo and behold, it backfired. Lo and behold, it worked against them. I said karma just backfired hard because the snake didn't get what they wanted. That person who betrayed you didn't win the prize they thought they would have won. Things didn't work out for them. They said so many things. They said it was over for you. They insulted you. They criticized you in every way. They slandered your name. They said so many evil things in an attempt to destroy you. They mocked you. They laughed at you. They joined your enemies in targeting you. They came against you full force. They were relentless, thinking that this would have brought you down, thinking that you would have been defeated, thinking that it was over for you. You would have been crushed, and that would have been the end of you. But God was on your side. But the entire universe was conspiring in your favor. Everything was working out for you. Because everything works together for good to them that love God. Everything worked out. And their so-called kingdom fell. And they fell. And it didn't work out for them. And their evil didn't work. They're having a meltdown right now. They're in tears right now. They're ashamed. They're embarrassed. Back then they were laughing. They were rejoicing. They were part of a team they thought was the winning team. They thought that that team would have been able to defeat you, would have been able to destroy you. Remember, they went against you because they couldn't get something from you, because they couldn't control you, because they couldn't have their way with you, because they couldn't get what they want, because you wouldn't allow them to walk over you. You stood your ground against these people because you know your worth. Because of envy, they came against you because of envy, because of jealousy. Jealous of you, envious of you and your blessings and your gifts and your talents. So they came against you because of that. How dare you do so well? How dare you be the chosen one? How dare you do so well? Doesn't matter what you've been through, but you are an advancing man, you are an advancing woman, and you rise nonetheless, and you move up despite all what you go through. They were mad at you for that. So they came against you full force, expecting things to work against you, thinking that this is what your enemies needed to finally bring you down, to finally end your career, to destroy you. But you are protected, and it didn't work. And there they were laughing at you, but their laughter turned to tears. There they were celebrating, but now they can no longer celebrate. Now they're having a meltdown. Now everything backfired, everything worked against them. They're not having the last laugh. Now they are the laughing stock. Now they have to eat their words. The same person who was loud is as quiet as a mouse right now, is silent. Everything they said about you turned out to be wrong. They said you'd have been defeated. Wrong. They said it wouldn't work out for you. Wrong. They said it was over. They said you didn't have what it takes. They said you are a failure. Wrong. Every negative thing they said about you turned out to be wrong. Type it in the comments. Wrong. Dead wrong. And now they're in pain because it didn't work out. Instead of working out for them, it worked out for you. It worked against them instead. That person who betrayed you, that snake in the grass. What a shame. And part of the price they pay is being known as a snake. Moving forward, they are a snake. That is their new name. Part of the price they pay. They thought they would have won. They came against you full force, thinking they would have been able to bring you down. But instead, it boomeranged. Instead, it worked against them. Now they're paying the price. Life is not easy for them. They lost it all. And even the people they joined are not helping them. Now there's infighting. Now there is war between them. Everybody's blaming everybody for what went down. They felt powerful when they betrayed you. They thought they had a say in whether you move up or down. They thought that if they joined with your enemy, they would have been able to destroy you. They didn't do it for the benefit of anybody else but themselves. It was all about them. They didn't care who got hurt in the process. They didn't care who got brought down. Your enemies that they joined with, they were not even for these people. It was all about themselves. They would do anything because of desperation. They felt desperate. And because of desperation, they betrayed you. And now it's over for them. Now they've exposed themselves. Now they've showed everybody their true colors. They thought they would have won, but they lost big time. You're on the winning side. They're finding out that all of their efforts against you were in vain. You're winning nonetheless. You are triumphant nonetheless. Everything is working out for you nonetheless. They've failed. You've succeeded. They lost. You won despite all of their efforts. Now they're paying the price. Now they're living in regret. Now they're in tears. They're a mess. The hell they created for you, they now have to live in it. And they're in a terrible situation right now. What goes around comes around. What you sow is what you reap. I said they betrayed you, thinking everything would have worked out for them. But it did not. They are dead wrong. They couldn't destroy you, and now they're paying the price. It has backfired on your enemies, on the evil ones. As we're here on the Keep Advancing channel, I look forward to reading your comments. I look forward to seeing you in the comments, to hearing what you have to say. Like the video. Everybody click that like button if you haven't done so. Share. This is the Advancing or the Keep Advancing channel. You are valued. Like I said, unappreciated. My name is Mantius, and I am saying thank you so much for watching and listening. One love, God bless, and all the best.